Hello everyone, hopefully this is working out alright. I'll just give it a few more minutes just to make sure everything is good. Such a zen starting student screen, thank you. All my scenes sort of have this kind of vibe going. I just desperately hope that this actually works, considering I haven't streamed in a long time. Alright, so thank you to everyone who's joining from Crescent's stream. Feel free to stick around for some Hustle Cat. Sorry, I can just hear myself echoing through Streamlabs, so I'm just gonna switch that off to... There we go. Is that still picking me up? Yes, alright. So, Hustle Cat. This is one of my favorite dating sim slash visual novel games of all time. I think it first came out early 2010s. It's got such a unique vibe. I have played this on stream before, but it was just a really laggy and really buggy stream, and I didn't really get through that much of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game today, and we'll just go through and yeah, play it, and over the next few weeks hopefully I can get through every character. We'll date every single kitty. So yeah, if this is your kind of thing, stick around. If it's not your kind of thing, I totally understand. My streams are a bit different to Crescent's. They're not very action-packed, unfortunately. I can still hear you. Good. Yes, hopefully all my audio and stuff is syncing up right. I'm just still such a noob with OBS. Oh, thank you for the follow, Redback Spider. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to gaming so we can take a look at Hustle Cat. So, yeah, like I said, this is just such a sweet and wholesome game, but it's got a pretty good story and it's got cats, so what more could you really want? So I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game because the last stream that I did with this was so buggy that it just didn't work. So, one of my favorite things about this game is that it's one of the only dating sims I've seen where you can actually choose your own pronouns and choose, to an extent, the gender identity of the character, and also has like multiple skin tones, which is really neat because in a lot of like Japanese produced dating sims, you don't really tend to see the main character have so much like variables that you can change. I'm gonna go ahead and just go for neutral Avery here. So this is our character. This is Avery Gray. Address is pending, degree is yeah, and skills are rest management, nutrition consumption, meme curation. Just absolute fabulous gal. I love her. She's just, the character design is just really nice. So hopefully, just let me know if, let me know if there's any lagging or screen issues, but hopefully, I did do a little bit of a test and it seemed to be running all right. Redback said, you had me at cat, exactly. What more do you want? So, little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Look at her, she's just such a vibe. Like, I love her shorts, I love their little cat shirt. What is it, like noon? Jeez, not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. Another thing I love about the game is just the art style is just so, it's just something comforting about it, and the music too, actually. It's just a feel-good game. But yeah, it is going to be very reading heavy as it is a visual model, hashtag mood. It is a visual novel, sorry. And, does the game normally have sound? It should. Is that not popping up? Let me see. Let me just... You should be hearing some music from the game, but that's about it. Can you just let me know if that's coming through at all? Huh, actually no, I can see on my OBS that it's not coming through. Let's try a bit of that. That should be coming through now, hopefully. It looks like I just had my microphone dimmed a bit. But yeah, this is a... Maybe need desktop audio on. There it is. Nice. Alright, you were right. Yes, it was the monitor audio wasn't picking up properly. Alright, so yeah, this is going to be very reading heavy, so if that's not your kind of thing, I totally understand, but I promise it's totally worth it for the cats and the really cute characters. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. Thank you for letting me know that that was bugging out a little bit, guys. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mum and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. Dude, clean up your pizza box. Your cat can't be eating cheese. His little washed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell when he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi. Meow. Look at this. It kind of looks like Crescent's cat Yuki, actually. Except Yuki has green or yellow eyes, if I remember correctly. He's just such a chunker. I love him. And I really like Avery's outfit. You can just see more of it here. The little, oh, you. So cute. I cup my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to whatever I'm gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still opening. Sorry guys. My laptop is still open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. Can I just say this game is also very current with Avery being like unemployed and like desperately seeking employment. Just as much as a smug chunker. Yeah, just about. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's List open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. Nah, that's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Side work cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comments section proofreader. Fundraiser street team intern, unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? I know this is kind of... I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mum, Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time, and I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noise of the city is just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever, I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? Not all who wander are lost, Avery. I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the side of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decided to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. A cat's paw! Bless. How many of you guys have been to cat cafes? Because I have only been to the one here in Sydney, which is like cats. It's like it has something to do with cats and astronauts. But such a nice experience just having coffee and seeing all the little kitties. A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Moochie. I also like how Avery talks about their cat because it's the exact same way that I do. It's like, dumb cat, stupid, little stinker, but then as soon as he's like in my lap, I'm like, oh, it's my baby. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name. Huh. I can feel my intestines deflate and sink into my stomach. I've been, it's real nice. None despite my best efforts. So many cats. Yeah, that's the best part, is just all the cats. Just so many different types. The one in Melbourne is pretty neat. Yeah, I think Melbourne, as far as like interesting cafes goes, is the place to be in Australia. Sydney kind of tries, but some of them miss the mark. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice the sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I took to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself in the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever, I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. This place is so classy it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Look at it! This is so nice! I honestly wish that cafes were like this nice in real life. And bars. Yeah, there are some good bars in Melbourne too. But like, look at this. It's like a cat haven. Look at this cat. These two are like the Lion King. Little black cat. You could just see a little orange tail. This one has a book. I love the little angry like tortoiseshell cat up the back here. Oh, hello Butterfay. Thank you for joining the stream. Sorry, I'm just admiring all the cats still. Saw you're streaming, so I thought I'd come say hi. Thank you, that's very sweet. We are playing Hustle Cat. Oh, thank you for following as well. We're playing Hustle Cat, which is a cat inspired dating sim. It's one of my favorite games. It's a comfort game for me, so I thought it'd be nice to just have a casual stream since I haven't slept in how many hours? 28 hours now it's been since I last slept. But I'm trying to stay up at least until a decent time to go to bed, so let's get through some cat dating. This place is so classy it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like, with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple, boy, there are a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. Wait, I'm gonna see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... maybe 10? I don't know if this is a cat up here. I barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Welcome! Please sit wherever you'd like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually... I start as the source of the voice looms into view. Look at Landry! He is... I love all the characters in this game. They are all so unique and so lovely. Sounds cute. Probably won't interact much since I'm on almost a 2 minutes delay, but I'll be here. And oof, my stomach decided it fucking hates me right now. That's okay. I think my internet's not that great, so the stream everything's just pretty delayed in general, unfortunately. And is your stomach hating you because you ate a lot of food? Or because you're hungry? Because this is not the stream to watch if you're hungry. There's so much good food in this game. But yeah, I love all the character designs in this game. They're all really unique. There's LGBT options. And just, like, look at him. He's such a cutie. I love how he hunches himself over like he's trying to make himself smaller because he's so tall. I start at the source the voice looms to view. He appears suddenly from the second story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? Also maybe a setting thing. Yeah, like I said, I'm still pretty newbie with stream settings since it's been a while. I will definitely take your offer for a little bit of help setting up my settings. If there's anything you can recommend doing right now, I would definitely look into it to see if it improves. No, I've had dinner. It's just that time of the month. Yep. I definitely know how you feel. And cute boy. He's a cute boy. He's a slouch lad. He just looks so soft. He's got really kind eyes. You looked confused. I think I read that. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Oh, it is. He's so cute. There are a few dating sim options in this game, so I don't know who to go with first, but I think just because I am like just doing a fun little casual stream, we'll probably go for my favorite first. Not for mid-stream, sorry. That's okay. Yeah, I'll definitely take you up on your offer for a bit of help later then. Yeah, but I think for this round, for the first little route, we'll go with my favorite character who we haven't met yet. I'm curious to see if any of you can guess who my favorite character is when we meet them. Oh, his eyes are... It's positively... Yeah, that's... I forgot what he asked. I'll just say, I'm here about the job. Actually, I'm here about the job. Oh! His pause is brief, but it worries me a little. Is it really that surprising that someone would come in and ask about a job? Did I do it wrong? Oh, great. We don't get a lot of responses. I think it's because Mr. Graves only puts the sign up in the window. He doesn't want to advertise anywhere. Good thing I came in then, huh? You're right. His smile is broad, but his eyes creep to the back of the cafe like he's looking for an escape. Probably not a good thing if you, like, go to apply for a job and, you know, the employee is like, are you sure? Okay, you can take a seat and I'll go get the owner. He'll be able to tell you a little more about what he's looking for. You got it. Oh, and what's your name? Avery. Avery, cool. I'm Landry. Nice to meet you. When I first played this game, I thought his name was Laundry. Okay, I'll be right back. He bounds up the stairs and disappears. I begin to sit at the little cafe table, but freeze halfway as I hear a faint exclamation of dismay. It's followed by thundering footsteps, then by Landry's return. Avery, I'm so sorry. What? I didn't offer you any coffee. Would you like some? Oh, don't scare me like that. Sure. You got it. He vanishes in the back again and reappears, carefully balancing a stout white mug atop a black saucer in one hand and a tiny cream in the other. There you go. That can be for you, Mag. Just get you some coffee for your cramps. Actually, I think coffee would probably be worse for your cramps. I forget how that works. I forget to ask how you take your coffee, so I brought you some milk. There's sugar on the table if you'd like it. Ah, thank you. Okay, I'll check with Graves this time. I mean it. I cannot drink coffee. It makes me anxious. I'm much more of a tea person. Landry bounds to the back room and is again out of sight. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then directly at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Look at him! Oh my goodness! So cute! I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. I dump most of the milk and 3 sugar packets into my coffee before I can get it to the consistency I like. Took some ibuprofen and get some chocolate later. Nice, that sounds like the go. And a heat pack I find is always really nice. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in it. It almost overflows. Meow. The cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What, like a cat knows anything about coffee? When Landry finally returns, he's not alone. Oh, look at Mr. Graves. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. Oh, look at him. I love his eyes and his little, like, plague mask. What do you call these things? Babe, what do you call the things that connect your, like, collars? Your shirt collar? Collar pins. Fair enough. But yeah, I would love to have these in real life. I kind of dress like him anyways. I think I have this exact outfit minus these little collar pins. He looks like he owns a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe he sells crystals and that balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen one. Oh, jeez. Ah! His eyes, they're two different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is sucked into his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. Eh? He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Of course, he quotes Edgar Allan Poe. Jesus Christ. Midnight says, I've got characters with the exact same eye colors. I think I have a character who has a yellow eye and a red eye, but that's about... No, actually, I do. I have a character who has blue and yellow eyes. There you go. Excuse me? Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye? Kids, don't you read that in high school? Well, yeah, but... Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I might as well humor him a bit. If this guy's gonna sign my paychecks, he can rattle off as many weird cat facts as he wants. Grapes, would you mind telling Avery a bit about the place? I think it'd be good if you talk about what we do here. Graves looks like the notion is causing him physical pain. Look at his face. He's so disgusted. I'm not too keen on this idea either, Chief. You didn't do that already? Don't you think it sounds better coming from the owner? You're going to be doing the interview anyway. Good point, Landry. This cafe would collapse into rubble without you around to keep me on track. They're both so tall. They've got to be at least like 6 feet. Ironic, my heterochromia characters are saber-toothed cat twins. Oh, that's so cool. Do they both have heterochromia or just one of them? Alright, Avery, I didn't prepare a speech, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little surprised to hear that, but I guess there aren't any Poe stories that he can quote for this situation. I like to take care of strays. I like coffee. I like good desserts. I like a beautiful room. I wanted a place where I could have all of those at once. That's how a cat's paw was born. The cats here are from the neighborhood. Oh. Usually they want to come here, so I don't have to convince them to come in. Forever home. Pithy. Hate that term. But the cats, he's just a snob. He's a total snob. But the cats who want to be adopted are listed on the wall over there. I'm a good matchmaker for people and cats. I can tell who's a good fit for the cat's personality. If they meet my standards, they've got a new family member. It's good you help them find homes like that. Well, if I had the room, I'd just keep them all. He's just a crazy cat person. He totally means that, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Cool, I get to be interviewed by a cat order. I don't know, it's probably better that way, right? Who knows? Follow me, we'll talk on the 2nd floor. It's very, intimidating guy. Oh, it was a cat up here. Oh, he looks so creaky. He looks like my cat, actually, with the little stripes. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. So much for the introduction to the cafe, I guess. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. Again, mood. It's just so nice. Oh. Actually, these cakes look kind of stale. And this looks like jellies, maybe? Or milkshakes? Funnily enough, my partner and I were talking about fostering kittens today. If we had the space and time, it's totally something we'd do. My partner and I are actually saving to adopt a cat. Hopefully by the end of the year or into the new year. We are both like crazy cat people. Well, I like dogs and cats, but I think I prefer owning cats versus owning dogs because dogs can be a lot of work, and plus we only have a very small apartment. But yeah, we're currently saving to hopefully get a cat. I want a boy cat. I want to name him Tequila. I've talked about it on Crescent's stream before, actually. But we found a really nice rescue here in Sydney that rescues like stray cats or cats from like kill shelters, and they have a really like clean and nice adoption system where you can meet the cat multiple times before you make a decision. You can like have the cat come stay with you for a while. We should look at Kitty Cat Rescue. They're a local one here in Sydney. Is that what's the name of the adoption place we were looking at? Sorry, I have my girlfriend's right behind me. That's why I keep just talking to no one. I got Primrose and my mum got her son from there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I definitely want to rescue from a like independent rescue because I don't really agree with some of the RSPCA's behaviors in terms of rescuing animals.
It's the Cat Protection Society.
The Cat Protection Society is the one we're thinking of. Okay, Graves leaves down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below, or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. But yeah, if you want to know how much of a crazy cat person I am, I literally have a tattoo of the cat that I've had since I was 6 years old. He's still kicking. He's an old boy, but he's been my best friend and like closest companion for my entire life. So I honored him in a little tattoo. But yeah, I couldn't bring him to the city when I moved here. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voices to the people below, or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Originally it was just my mum wanting a ginger kitten, but I saw his mum and I fell in love, thus Primrose became mine. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, the Cat Protection Society, so that's the one we've been looking at because we just really like their, I guess their whole brand, and the cats there are super stinking cute too. Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I've met Hayes. You may have. You might not know it yet. He's just so cryptic. I mean, for good reason, I guess, but... Graves folds himself into the slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come, sit down. Let's talk. He's so handsome. It's just... they're all so good looking, it's unfair. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with his sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder anytime. I wouldn't say that this is a grim pomp. It's very casual, actually. Oh, hello, Brooke! Rising Rise! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. That is one of my long-time friends who's just joined the stream. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Can I just say, I would absolutely shit myself if, like, this was the way that an interviewer for a job was talking to me. Like, he's so rude. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get there? Peaches just like squealed from behind me because of little Hayes.
Shut up.
She has a thing for blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys. I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Kia ora, Brooke, by the way. Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. Look at him. He's so scared. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Now that's what I call adorkable. He's so... That's what I mean though, like all the characters are very different from each other and you really get like those, I guess, character archetypes, but in a more like warm and wholesome way than most like dating sims will portray it. Of course. Hayes glanced up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you? Graves' rings clack against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleep. Oh my god. It's like those marshmallows that you see on like Instagram. I see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the foam. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There's packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? Okay, so this, as far as I know, doesn't have a huge like effect on your route, but it does kind of shape Avery's personality a little bit to more suit the associated characters. So it's not like you have to pick certain ones to get a certain character. It's just the sort of events that get triggered by the game will change depending on these little selections. So my favorite breed of cat is probably Maine Coons. I love them because they're big and fluffy. So we'll go for that. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? So no, I speak the language of dance, or what I think might be Japanese? I'm not sure what it says there. I could not decipher that if I tried, so I'm just gonna say I speak the language of dance. What marine animal would you say best represents you? I'm not going for any sort of character for like selecting these, by the way. I'm just selecting ones that I would answer. I would say a butterfly and a penguin. I don't think those are marine animals, Avery. I would say I like sharks a lot, so I'll just say sharks. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? That is Japanese, yes. Thank you for confirming. It would have been really awkward if it wasn't. My work ethic is punk. I'm not dead, just resting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with punk. I'm not dead, just resting. Butterfly, my favorite sea animal. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. What do you think, guys? He's very, like, charming. He's looked like he's kind of seducing me a little bit. Let's just go for a middle ground, 7.5. Jaculas or teenaged wolves? This is, like, gonna stir some discourse. I already know it. Chiptunes. I'm gonna go for Draculas. I was a bit of a... I didn't like Edward in Twilight, but I had a crush on Carlisle from Twilight. Just kidding with that last one. Interesting. Good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with this terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Draculas too. There you go. I know some people, like, if you say that, like, question, they're like, werewolves and only werewolves. And they have to be teens because, I don't know, Twilight. You start tomorrow. Wow, great, thank you. I wish it was that easy to get a job. Goddamn. The amount of, like, job interviews I've done and never heard back from is actually appalling. Don't run off yet, I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Grace pushes away the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cup for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So what will my job be? We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X and a line. What's it all for and why is there so much? I prefer my wolves to be over 25 and sad. Yeah, me too. I've got a I've got an OC who's a lichen who's definitely fits that bill, so I'll send you send him your way. What's it all for and why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff. I don't know. Who cares? I've got a job. Did you even like ask if it was like a paying job, Avery? Goddamn. I push the papers back towards Graves and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Because teens read Twilight and it was an excuse for a certain someone to be shirtless. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Please do, I'll show you my sad werewolf. Alright, I'll do that later. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. That is so, like... Ooh. Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to do with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever. Not my problem. I head downstairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable waiting at the foot of the balcony but perks up when he sees me. So... I'll see you tomorrow, co-worker. Oh! Why are you surprised? Oh, congratulations. You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes, Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Great. See you. I love Landry. Such a wholesome lad. Woohoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Here we go. Little intro. Here you'll get to like meet some of the characters. Oh, it's just such a lovely game. It's so fun. Oh, look at them all. I wonder if anyone can guess. Brooke probably might be able to guess which one my favorite character is. Because we will definitely romance them first. Finley. Landry. What I do like, yeah, is that it's very LGBT friendly. Like I said, your character can have any pronouns and like gender, like expressions. And all these characters are dateable. And I mean, it's a game about cats. Like, what more could you want? Avery Gray. Avery's just a non-binary king. So cute. Oh, women? Yeah, there's women. Well, there is Finley, who is women, and then I believe that Mason is actually non-binary. I could be wrong on that, but if I'm wrong, it's my headcanon. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's not hard to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around, a sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road, and look at its eyes. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumbs its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, like, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there after all. I should try. Yeah, I don't think you should just go picking up random cats off the street, Finley. Sorry, Avery. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand towards the cat. I'm lesbian, this makes me happy. And let me tell you, like the girls are just as adorkable as the guys in this game. Finley especially is just the cutest little thing. It doesn't move. I make these little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. Avery's just sitting there like pss, 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 pss. That one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still for a moment before standing up and slinking into the alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lowe's on the way home. I pick up a can of wet food from Mochi from the corner store too. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to go do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down onto the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do these tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Meow. It's so early. What's his problem? Meow. Do you guys like my cat impressions? I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Ah, hell. I'm gonna be late for my first day of work. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. Sorry, I just had to burp. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. Look at the outfit. I love this hoodie. I would love a hoodie like this in real life. And the shirt too. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. It's pretty spot on. That's what my cat does to me to wake me up. Yep, me too. And also the like feeding frenzy. My cat eats so like aggressively. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head from the door frame and waves me in. Oh, look at them all! I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. Dutchie, meanwhile, just paws me in the face and forgets he has claws. Oh, poor Dutchie. I was gonna say this before, but Landry just reminds me of a collie, or like a border collie specifically. Like he just has such like dog energy, but like good boy energy. And then of course we have Hayes, who is the little shy like coffee expert. Graves, who is our boss and a totally cryptic guy who likes to read Edgar Allan Poe novels. Then we have Mason back here, Finley, and my favorite boy. Okay, let's go. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly sorry, I forgot to say, this is who I'm gonna romance first because he is my absolute favorite. We should get a formal introduction. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good, you decide to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker, boss? That's your esteemed co-worker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Oh, I love him. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met and you already know Greaves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try and slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Sorry, I'm just checking. Okay, we've been live for an hour. Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats too. I see a redhead. My weakness, that is Mason. Mason, my beloved. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl in the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also... Graves! I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Look how angry she is. She's a psychopath. I love her. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. Alright, alright. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. So there you go, Mag. This is Mason. One is the smart mouth guy, Reese, who is... Oh, he's just my favorite character. He's a little, like, spitfire. And, like, he's totally not my type at all. But for some reason, he just charmed me when I first played this game. And yeah, then of course you have Mason, who in my mind is either a non-binary queen or like trans male to female. But she's just a woman, big woman. They're all really tall actually, except for Reese. I'm trying to think, Hayes isn't, no, Hayes is pretty tall. I think, I'm not sure. Avery is just tiny. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is, oh, sorry. And the others look like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her head on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. You know these two have, like, you know. Like, they're really close friends, guys. Does that mean attracted to redheads or you receive increased damage? Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Mason gives off the most, like, cat energy. Like, I'm not here for this shit. Leave me alone. I don't care. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Alright, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be chill. Whoa. Moobot, you are just spamming the chat, my guy. I don't think I can change that midstream. Sorry, guys. Mason, my beloved. Yeah, Mason's pretty neat. Her, like, backstory, because all these characters have, like, their dark backstories, and Mason's is actually really very touching. It's probably one of the more serious ones out of all of them. Like, there's a reason she's the sort of quiet, brooding type, you know? And Max is both attracted to redheads and receives increased damage. Makes sense. Looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. And just like that, Graves is off. Mason and Hayes follow him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. I'm just going to pop off my hoodie because it's actually getting really warm in my room, so just bear with me. And I'm back. I've tamed spicy kittens before. I don't know if Mason's a spicy kitten. She's more of a like, I don't really want anything to do with you, but I actually do, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm not type of cat. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth sitting along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair. Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's an Akia shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. A what? Akia? From Blast Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a shirt? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind, don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. I just thought it was a cool shirt. Say, but now you got my interest. What is Blast Zone? It's a adult website. I will teach her how to trust again. We might have to play Mason just for you, Mag. I don't know if it would be your type of game after all. Oh, it's a game. I like games. Try me. Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in a life or death struggle. Sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. But it's also romantic. It's kind of like Genshin Impact, I think, is like the vibe. Romantic, like love blooming on the battlefield, that type of thing. Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime if you prove yourself worthy. So she's a gamer girl. She's a total nerd. I'm not really sure what that info... Like, she totally streams on Twitch. With, like, the cat ear headphones and such. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink and then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? What if there's an unspoken rule about this sort of thing and placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. There you go, Mag. See the waifu in her glory. One tray has a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. Let me send a Gingy pic to Chris Server, the shy kitten who I helped tame down. Yeah, definitely do. She sets the tray down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mesa returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. Look at them all! Look at Avery's face, like, shoving in the egg, and, like, Mason's just like, I don't want to be here, and Landry seems like he's joking with Hayes, maybe? And, oh, my baby. My baby! It's not bloody Mjolnir, it's a game. Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bets at Reese's hands as he reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Jesus, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. And he's a big guy. I bet he has like a super fast metabolism. While everyone shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be really hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares at me like I just knocked her plate onto the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about the dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh, it's an important part of the new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Listen up. Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack back to the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so no, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes a chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. She stands and takes a plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon, time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Yeah, he's just like, you can't sit with us, Avery. I saw what you did there. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't think you could run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. So cool. It's like such a dumb outfit, but I can't help but love it. Okay, so we can either help Mason and Hayes in the kitchen or ask Reese about the uniforms. And I think I'm gonna ask Reese about the uniforms just because I want to go down his Reese first. Mason, she's strong too. Oh, I feel like I should go for Mason since you're like so into her. Alright, look, we'll go help Mason and Hayes. We'll be like useful for our job. If Mason really the only chef here, that must take a lot of work. I bet she could use some help. I'll come back for you. Mostly I'm just grateful she gave me an out. Whatever Reese is planning, it doesn't sound like anyone but Finley cares for it. No, thank you. I think Mason and Hayes wanted my help though. Huh, fine if Mason needs the help, but you're not off the hook for this yet. Reese. Oh, come on, Landry, don't look at me like that. Something is definitely up. So, whatever it is, I'm not going to fall for it. Well, I'll be back once Mason says I'm done. I quickly retreat back to the kitchen before Reese can delay me further. Even though I work here now, I still feel like I'm trespassing on hallowed ground. I've never been in a restaurant kitchen before. Heck, I'm barely in my own kitchen. It smells amazing, almost enough to make me hungry all over again. Hayes is at the sink, carefully scrubbing the iron skillet we used at breakfast. It looks like he's already got the dishes on lockdown, to be honest. Mason only spares me a glance. She's already back to work, and it looks like there's a lot left to do. She dips a long spatula into a big metal bowl and heaps a glob of frosting on top of a cake. It's mesmerizing watching her move. We're just like simping over Mason right now. Damn, Avery. It's mesmerizing watching her move as she works to smooth the frosting. She's probably got like really strong, like muscular arms, I bet. Yeah, see, look. Oh, strong woman. Any experience? What, with baking? Don't know why I asked. She doesn't bother looking up, but it feels like she doesn't have to see the cake to decorate it. I bet she could do this in her sleep. Don't touch anything. Let's offer to help. Bet you're really busy though, are you sure? Oh no, that wasn't the right choice. Babysitting takes longer than doing it myself. Come on, there's gonna be something I can help with. You did ask me to come back here for a reason, right? To save you from Reese. If you insist, carry those boxes out. She gestures to a pile of collapsed cardboard boxes sitting by the kitchen door. Arms are my biggest weakness. Yeah, and look, she's got some pretty muscular ones. She's also really tall as well. I need to pull up a character height chart at some point. They're all much wider than my arms can go around, and about half my height. What the heck were they shipping in there? Horses? Yep, Mason simp stream. Alright, looks like we're going for Mason. Roger, out where? Oh, sorry, Roger, out Roger, out where? Out back, throw him wherever. You can count on me. Mason's a really heavy character to go through, like, in your first introduction to the game. This will be interesting. No time for insignificant details like logistics or arm strength. I'm gonna do it. I try to wrap my arms around the flattened boxes, but I was right. My fingertips barely touch either side. I can just pick them up in my hands either. I can't just pick them up in my hands either. They're too thick to grab from the top. Maybe if I balance the boxes on my feet like so, and brace it with my hands like this. There. But how do I walk out the door like this? I guess I could just waddle. Ha! I start at a rough, sudden noise behind me. Mason and I are probably a similar strength level. Yeah, that's probably right. You guys have a very similar body type, I think. The cardboard slips from my hand and cascade. You need a lot of muscles to ride horses, like, you do, so probably just as much as Mason gets working out in this kitchen. The cardboard slips from my hand and cascades to the floor in a floppy, boxy avalanche. Ah! The sound happens again. I turn around, and though Mason is facing away from me, I can see her shoulders shaking ever so slightly. Is she laughing? You bitch, Mason! I mean, it probably does look pretty pathetic, but I didn't think she would be the type to even know how to laugh. She seems like she's getting mad at me for goofing up. Use twine. Eh? Right there on the counter. Wrap up. Ha. Ha. Oh. Yeah, whoops, there's some twine right there. With some effort, I collect the boxes again, then loop twine around them a few times. She's totally right. Now I just have to grab the string and I can drag them out. You look like you're gonna hang glide on those. Maybe if the wind kicks up, I'll give it a shot. Huh. Oh, she's blushing a little bit. That's cute. I look over and even Hayes is laughing a little. Though, when I shoot him a quick smile, he hurries back to the sink and resumes scrubbing with fervor. These two are tough customers, but I'll bet they're not so bad once you get to know them. And I'm gonna do just that. Get to know them. And fuck them. It's not like she thinks you're cute or anything. Yeah, that's exactly. She's like, fucker. She's, not yandere, what's the other one? Like tsundere, yeah. She's like the tsundere character, but not completely. These two are tough customers, blah blah. Anything else I can lend these muscles to today? Got plenty of muscle of my own. Oh, okay. Well, let me know if you need any help. Mason. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today after all. I think he went upstairs. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies into place to settle itself even more. Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. This is exactly what my cat does. He just flops down in front of me. This little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bobcat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat, then raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I going to have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two. The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Ugh, is Hash Brown sleeping on the stair again? Hash Brown! The orange cat, hash browns I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc, almost as if it's giving an okay whatever in response. It lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. That's cat's name is Hash Browns? Yeah, Graves names all the cats here. He comes up with some interesting ones. What are some of their names? Well, at the moment there's Ramona, Shinsuke, Kotick, Al, Bramblepelt, Shameless Warriors reference, Neo, Hisa, Valentine, Marina, Ain, Junta, Jamband, and so on. Holy crap. Which one was that bobtail? Oh. His face falls. Why does he look so nervous? That's why don't you ask Reese later? He's like, nothing weird's going on here. Totally normal cat cafe. Huh. Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No. Graves should have told you about. Let's get to work. It's time to open. Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. He unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open. Something suspicious is going on. Not everything is as it seems. And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun. And nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic. Yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. Might pick up later. Moobot, you were just spamming. Everyone who's in chat, I think, is already following. I'll have to configure that again later. It didn't at all. All day. Sure, a few people came in and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well and I made a couple bucks and tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple of times to check in and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went to the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtail cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why he'd take a shine to this one. They're both complete hams. Not that I mind that it was slow, it just meant I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them here? Maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there are a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Thanks for all your help today, Avery. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So how'd you like it? Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm complaining. Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I've got plans. Little winky face. Look at the height difference. And like, Finley is tall. Oh, we should get here early then, huh? Didn't say that like you're on always early. Oh, I have to come in earlier? Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Just show up at your regular time. Okay, thanks. I can't imagine what busy means here. What, like 6 people in here at the same time? I've got a little more work I want to do on the blog, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Grace doesn't get here to do it. Oh, thank you. Avery, you can head out. Thanks. Are you leaving now? I could walk with you. I'll be out in a bit. You go on ahead. He is so bad at, like, just keeping things secret and normal. Like, I would not trust this man with my private information whatsoever. He'd be like, geez, well, there's a...
He'd accidentally leak your, like, tax file number.
Yeah, jeez. Alright, see you all tomorrow. Night. Avery's so pretty. The door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My co-workers are pretty cute. I get to play with cats. And if this works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. Wait until my parents hear about this. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't help giving a little celebratory fist pump. Alright! I think I just heard someone snort a laugh behind me. I thought I said that pretty quietly. Turn around to see who it is, but there's nobody there but a cat. What would you know? Oh, look. They're so cute. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Reese's cat and the Siamese cat, to be precise. Crap, how did they get outside? Did I let them out when I left? This is really bad. I'm pretty sure one of the first rules of working a cat cafe is do not lose the cats. He's so angry looking. He's like, "Arr." He kind of looks like a puppy with his little, like, bobtail. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning the rest of his head, he takes a springing leap and heads down one fork in the road. The Siamese cat continues down the same path, as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. I better decide who to go after. And we better go after Reese's cat, because he's my baby. I know he's not supposed to be out here. What a little jerk cat! I take off after the bratty bobtail. Reese's cat suddenly stops, turns around, and plants his haunches on the pavement. He looks at me with a surprisingly bored expression. Oh, come off it, Avery. You can't stop telling me now, unless you were that bent on following me home. It's Reese, everyone! This is the plot twist of the game. It's not a normal dating sim. Look at him, he's so smug. I love him. The cat is talking. Why? Why do you look so surprised? You knew it was me, right? So smug. Such a cocky little shit. What? What? Come on, my cat self and human self look so similar. They're both equally gorgeous. How did you not put two and two together? I don't know, because people don't usually look at cats and think, oh, that cat looks like my coworker. I guess they're the same person. Of course I didn't put two and two together. Who the hell is gonna think, oh, of course, he is also a cat. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Oh, Redback Spider says. Yep, that's the hustle. Yeah, it sure is. We're hustling real cats. I can't believe I'm even having this conversation right now. I don't know why I expect you to know anything about witches. I mean, look at you. What's that supposed to mean? It means I don't think you know much at all. Fine. Graves obviously did a trash job of explaining this, so all the work is up to me. Again. Everyone at a cat's paw is under a curse. Once we leave the premises, we turn into cats. The curse is likely tied to the cafe itself, though I don't think anybody else knows how. This is probably the most absurd thing I've ever heard, but it's also sort of hard to deny because a cat is telling it to me. So, everybody? Graves too? Who knows? I've never seen him as a cat, but I haven't seen him do a lot of things. Does that mean... am I gonna be cursed too? I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I would! How do I end up not cursed? If I knew that, I'd be a lot taller and a lot less furry right now. Because no one in his right mind would think Reese and his cat are the same individual. Exactly. How do you even get a cat curse? Didn't you hear me? Witches! Damn, believe it or not, this area is full of them. It's just a bunch of Wiccans. I'd go with the or not, but I can't really come up with any more plausible reasons. This is absurd. I've just had a long day and my brain's leaking out my ears. That's all. I might just be imagining this. Are you done then? I have things to do. What, like chase birds? Cute. Look, if it makes you feel better, we can talk about this more at work tomorrow with everyone else. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Introduce me to all of the talking cats. Just don't be late again. Hey, I wasn't late today. I get the feeling that if he had the shoulders for it, Reese would be shrugging right now. Instead, he rolls his head to the side. If you just picture Reese as a real-life cat, though, like, he'd be so smug, little bobtail. Reese stands back up. He takes a grand leap up to a trash can, then up again to the fence. Whatever you say. Good night, Avery. With that, he's gone. Good night. What a great second day at work. First day? I think this is her. It's her first day. The sun's barely gone down, but I'm capital letter done with today. This is too much. Don't forget the good food this time. The canned stuff. Did someone just say something? There's nobody here but Mochi. Oh, for crap's sake. I find him standing next to the food bowl, looking at me with those expectant eyes. Sorry, I gently nudge him with my foot. Did you just say that? Arr. Nope, I'm done. I dump the rest of the canned food into the bowl and scurry out the kitchen. Then I dump myself in bed. I don't even want to think about it right now. Dream job. Yup, absolutely. I get to work at a cat cafe and I get to turn into a cat at night? Hell yeah. I would probably sleep way better as a cat. I don't even want to think about it right now. Actually, speaking of sleep, I'm surprisingly not feeling exhausted anymore. Like, maybe it's just because I've been staring at a computer screen all day, but it's starting to go worried. I mean, how long could I go without sleep? We're nearly at 30 hours. I'm just gonna sleep in a real bed for once. Maybe sleeping on that couch so much is messing with my head. I don't usually close the door, but I think it's a good idea tonight. I knew it! I don't usually sorry, I don't want Mochi whispering to me in my sleep. Poor Avery, man. I wake up early enough, I surprise myself. Oh, I'm just gonna quickly save. This one. I'll just overwrite that. Cool. Wake up early enough, I surprise myself. Sorry, I poofed, had to help with a friend with something, go sleep. No, Crescent, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. Crazy person. Look, honestly, I'm not tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. I should probably try and sleep soon. No, I will. I'm not gonna, like, keep myself awake. Don't make me call Peach to make you sleep. Peach can't make me sleep.
I can just knock them out.
She can't knock me out. She's too weak. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Stay. Ah! She threw a cat at me. A pillow pet, not pillow pet. What are these called? Squishmallow?
Squishmallow.
Squishmallow cat. Ironically, the Squishmallow cat's name is Charlotte, though, which is my girlfriend's name, which is funny.
Give me it back.
I'm not giving it to you. You threw it at me. It's joining me on the stream now. Hold on. It's sitting right here in my lap. This is my hustle cat. Deal with it. No cat cuddles for you. Can I have another tea?
No.
Please? I'll give the cat back.
Okay.
Sorry guys, you have to listen to domestics over here. Anyway, Avery wakes up early enough to surprise themselves. This is
Domestics,
gross.
you
Who
say.
does this?
That seems like a bad thing.
Butterface says, yes, violence is definitely the answer. Absolutely not. Look, Peach is scrawny as fuck. She couldn't take me. I'd beat her in a fight. I would. Am I wrong? Bitch, I did kickboxing.
We'll kick your nuts.
Make them sleep. You can't make me do anything. No one in this chat. You know, I'm gonna stay up to spite all of you. I'm finishing this. Anyway, Avery wakes up early enough to surprise himself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept fairly well, all considered. My cheeks kind of hurt like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. What? I don't think there is game sound happening. Just when I have a job where I see people all day. I think there's just not any music playing at the moment. I don't think it's an audio issue. Just when I have a job where I see people all day. What perfect timing. I kick my legs free of the big blankets and roll off the side of the bed with my usual grace. God, this thing feels gross. I don't have any acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy had something I can put on it. I trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. She's got whiskers. But if you made Peach sleep so she can't make you sleep, I didn't say anything. Look, Peach actually has just as bad a sleep schedule as me. Not that she stayed up all last night, but like, I don't think she went to sleep until like 3, 4 a.m. last night. So she can't really judge. Anyway, she's got a whisker. There is a whisker growing out of Avery's face. It won't come out. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and it got stuck there, but nope, growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it. That was probably Mag, you just know everything. Every 5 seconds you're like, I knew it. That was probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Now I know just how sensitive cat whiskers are. Is this really how the curse starts? I've been pacing for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if someone sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. I dig around a bit and find dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick? I can pretend I have a cold or something. Or not, because trying to put it on feels really awkward against my face. Look, Avery. You gotta be COVID safe. After I hit 25, I lost the ability to pull all-nighters. Look, I had very rare. I don't think I've pulled an all-nighter since I was in uni, and that was in 2019. Basically what happened, for anyone who might have missed Crescent's stream, I kind of got in the groove last night of setting up my stream. Like I changed a few things around, I added some new little like features and stuff, and I just got so into the groove that by the time I like was finished, it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I just kind of thought like, well, I may as well just stay awake, and because I was streaming with Crescent at 1 p.m, so I just stayed awake, and I've just been awake since. And like this morning I felt really gross, and like I felt really tired and exhausted, and I legit thought I was gonna pass out, but like I've kind of beaten the curve now, and I'm just like, hey, I'm up, I'm here, I'm streaming. And also probably because I'm playing one of my favorite games. I'm very good at picking up on story beats. Yeah, it's look, it's not like a super hard game to figure out, but there's some elements in it that are like, what the fuck is going on, and you need to actually like go through all the routes to like fully unlock the story. I'm at a loss here. I'd call one of the staffers, but I didn't get their number yesterday. I guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. I'll have to go to the cat cafe and hope someone's there to ask. I didn't run into anybody on my way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Jeez, my face itches. I hope any other one isn't coming in. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. I can't do that, I will legit just faint. I mean, I felt like I was going to, but I guess I've also been drinking a little black tea today, and black tea is like caffeinated, so I guess I'm kind of, that's probably the reason I'm awake. Probably not a good thing that I just asked Peach to fetch me some more. Alright. Oh, thank you for the follow! I can't say usernames, I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for joining. Oh, sorry, that's you. Pfft, I just realized. Sorry, my brain clearly isn't working properly because I just like did not recognize your username because. But thank you for following. Now you can stick around next time I stream and you can see all the sexy cats that we're gonna date. Why are there so many people milling around the front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. It's like showed up specifically to look at the magical mutating cat person. As I approach the cafe, the whisker falls off like a dead leaf or something. Look at it just flutter to the floor. I'm so sorry, I did not realize that that was you. I just heard a follow alert and I was like, oh yeah, new person. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. Just mag hook it. Just mag hook it. Okay. Just mag hook it. Yeah, sometimes my brain reads like usernames and stuff and I can't separate the words very well. I don't know, I struggle with it a lot. This is just really, really stupid and I don't want to deal with it. Thank you. Oh, just pop it on the desk. Thank you so much. I love you.
More milk.
I'll get more milk tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Everyone just calls me Mags. Yeah, I caught onto that from Crescent's stream. What'd you say? You're not fighting me. Punk. They're not numbered. I'm streaming, go away. But it's actually pretty heavy. Sorry. Where the hell is Graves? Sorry guys, I've been kind of skipping through. Clearly my lack of sleep is starting to impact my sleep functions. Also, look at this cat just hanging out on the back of the couch. Looks like most of them are already here. There's already settling the table for breakfast. Like this is just a regular normal day where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery! I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? This is the matter! This whole dumb situation! He probably can't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? I'm not any kind of cat. I'm a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should have known this was going to happen. How the hell was I supposed to know? Sounds like somebody here didn't read their contract. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcome pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yan? Yeah, well, How can you be so chill about this? We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats. I don't think they're called dungeon lords. Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're doing what we can. There's gotta be more you could be doing. Where is Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know. I remember hearing Graves going up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something. Whatever it is, that room's gonna be missing a door after I kick it off the hinges. I storm back towards the cafe. Steps must be back here somewhere. Hayes and Mason are in the kitchen. Hayes is gawking and even Mason's got an eye on me. Avery, where are you going? I've had enough of this. Avery, you dumbo. I've gotta give him a piece of my mind. What? The curse crap. They're all just like, dude, what the hell? The others tail me to the kitchen. What am I, a cat herder? Crescent is lurking while you nom nom. Very good. I hope you enjoy your duck, I think you said you were having. I'm gonna have to grab some food after this stream and then just pass out. Avery, chill out. We aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done some good things for some of us. Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning into a cat won't do jack for me. I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault. He does a lot to help us. We owe him. They're all just in a cult. They're in a creepy cat cult. I don't know a damn thing. Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't going to change anything. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just sit down and talk about it. There's one thing I can do, quit. You're right. Look, in reality, this is fucking insane. But for the sake of getting along with everyone, I'm just gonna say you're right. And maybe in another, like, route, we'll do the mean. But yeah, I'm gonna say you're right. I don't think these, like, data, like, questions really impact that much anyways. I guess I see what you mean. Now come on, don't be such a salty caramel latte. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try shrinking away, but she just redoubles her efforts. I've never had someone be so forceful about comforting me. Creepy cat cult, just like Cats the— No, not Cats the musical. Oh god. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts? What does that have to do with anything? I think it's time to show you that this cat curse isn't all bad. She gives me a quick wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at the table. I'll be out to show you in a sec. This is still so stupid. This frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. I feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's Mason. Didn't you eat yet, right? No, I've been freaking about this all morning. How am I supposed to eat? She doesn't lift her hand. I can feel it like a weight on my back. Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that a comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. She gives me a firm but gentle push towards the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. I guess I might as well go sit down. I return to the front of the cafe and flop down in the chair at the end of the tables. After all that following everybody was doing before, nobody's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could use the space to cool off. It feels like I'm in timeout. First out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup down in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I'm overwhelmed too. Mason, comforting hand, love her. She's just a nice character. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him. I pick up the teacup and hold it back to my face. It smells lovely, at least. He looks at me with eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. Oh, Hayes. I will have a crush on Rum Tum Tugger. How can you have a crush on Rum Tum Tugger? I don't get it. Cats has always just disturbed me. For anyone who doesn't know, I am, outside of streaming, I am actually a stage manager for like musical theater and stuff, and oh god, I'd die before I'd work on a production of Cats. I would. He looks at me with his eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty calming. I let out a steep sigh. I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. Hayes seems relieved that I've approved. He takes it as permission to sit and takes the seat next to me. You know, I I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that though, huh? Some things help me out. Like tea. I'm gonna... I'm so sorry. Sneeze just snuck up on me. But I think the thing that helps me the most is being a cat. He's just a furry. He's just like, I just want to live as a cat. I know that must sound pretty stupid, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing is expected of me. It helps me a lot. So that really does sound stupid. I like the funny cats. They do a dance. They do the dance and the song. No, absolutely not. We are not talking about that cursed musical in my fucking chat. So, yeah. Hayes is awfully cute. He is just a sweet boy. Unfortunately, I think he does get overshadowed a lot by the other characters though, because he is so like introverted. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He's just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off the paper napkin in front of him. He kind of reminds me of Tsukishima from Haikyuu. Like, just with the glasses and the hair, I think. He's definitely not got the personality of Tsukishima. Oh my god. Let's ask him if he hates people. Do you hate being around people? Huh? I mean, why would you work at a place where you're around people all the time if they make you nervous? Oh. Oh, we got our first little, like, scene. Well, at least, like, solo scene. They say it's like a muscle. You have to work on talking to people to get better at it. So, I thought I'd try it, but... So you jumped right into the deep end. I guess so. Hey, do I make you nervous too? What? I mean, I don't want to make you nervous. You can talk to me whenever you'd like if you want to, I don't know, practice or something. Oh. Thanks. Of course. That's what coworkers are for, right? I guess so. Well, it's a start, I suppose. Esteemed patrons! May I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where's her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. Eh? I look down and... Oh, jelly donut! Babe, look. This looks just like my girlfriend's cat. And you're a jelly donut? It's me, a real life internet sensation. You're so surprised, you should see the look on your face right now. Wow, so you've really capitalized on this curse, huh? I just started making videos as a way to have fun with the situation. Who knew it would make me a celebrity? I'll give you an autograph later if you like. No, I'm fine. She gives my leg a playful pat and then gives me a wink. You're so starstruck. I am not. You so are. I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me. Oh, you're blushing. Why would I be blushing about a cat? I'll cut the shtick, both of you. Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with his foot, scooting her a good distance from the table. Rude! You were over your temper tantrum, Avery. Well, I almost was, but then you had to come in and call it a temper tantrum. No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sets a plate of pancakes down in front of me. She's a cat celeb! Yeah, she is. She's a little internet sensation. She's really capitalizing on Reddit right now. Finley, go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. God, I'm gonna sneak nip into your clothes next time you're on a cat detail. Despite a threat, Finley saunters off, tail flickering into the break room. She returns a moment later and flops down in the seat across from me, but not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Breeze. I see a bit of me and Hayes. I was tipsy as hell in my first YouTube videos, and I'll never admit it ever on a Q&A. Sorry to tell you, you just did admit it. But yeah, he's just a very shy, nervous boy trying to... I suppose I can relate too, because like, I took to streaming to like try and socialize in lockdown since I kind of forgot how to talk to people, so there you go. She's already digging into her food when Mason comes from the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast prey. How you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. I'm glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you, but I think we all forgot how confusing it all was at the start. I know I assumed you already knew that was happening. So am I the only one who didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into a cat or something? Not in so many words at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow, the varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now. Nope. I didn't really understand the safe zones talk and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, but I didn't ask. He shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pulled on his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as no. I skimmed it. I got the potential for great power, but at a price part, but the specifics... Oh my god. Oh my god, all of you. No wonder I'm the one in charge here. The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit dead ends. Yeah, you can't exactly wiki how to cure a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results are... Well, they're from the internet. Why didn't you just ask him? Oh yeah, I did, but he said something like, ahem. We're gonna get a Greaves impression. We are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast in the drama of this cafe. It's pretty... That sounds like something he would say. And you bought that? But everyone just sort of nods and agrees with Reese. Wow. But we're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it with or without Graves. Avery is just a ding-dong. Yeah, she's pretty dumb. Oh, they're pretty dumb since I did make them non-binary. Yeah, you're right. We can do this. I raise my fork, pancake piece still attached like a musketeer giving a salute. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but nobody follows my example. I thought we could have made this a thing. What we need to figure out first is crowd management. Jelly Donut days are rough, and we need to be ready. I think I should spend time with Mason. Oh, sorry. I think I should spend time with Mason. To help her in the kitchen, of course. Hayes, too. I'm okay with that. We might need you both to come out to help us from time to time, too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how these days go. No cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes. I know. Avery will be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Reese will be out from time to time if we get really swamped, and Graves should be by later to help us out. It might be a bit hectic, so I know you're ready. So I hope you're ready. Mission accepted. This sounds exciting. I bet this place is fun when it's busy. Yeah, some of the people who come by are so sweet. Are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had Jelly Donut shirts she made herself. Oh, that's so cute. I think you'd look cute in a Jelly Donut shirt too. Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I don't have one, but if you want to manage it. God, she's just openly flirting. No, that's... You're lost. Mason, are you ready? This is gonna be a long day for you. I like a challenge. There you go, Max. She likes a challenge. Now finish eating so we can go back to work. Yes, ma'am. Reese shovels one last pancake into his mouth and without even finishing chewing, grabs his plate and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better get going too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate, then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. Finley hands me her plate, then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face. Oh, I just read that. My brain is starting to buffer, you guys. Alright, Avery, drink your coffee, because this is gonna get get energetic. Yeah, because if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... What is my headphones doing? They are just squeaking away. Yep. I better check this coffee then. We'll better get pumped. And oh boy, did it become busy fast. There's a crowd of people as soon as we open the door, and they're all clamoring to see the internet sensation Jelly Donut. They pour in like a leak in a ship's hull. Landry tells me that sometimes we have to cap the numbers of people allowed in a time, but it's not that bad yet. Hopefully the numbers stay down until Graves gets back. We'll need the crowd control in the afternoon. I just noticed there's like little cat walkways around the side here. That's really cute. Except I'd be worried that a cat would just jump down from here and run out the door. Where the heck is he anyway? I'm sure I had a lot to deal with. There's a lot more to managing a restaurant than what goes on inside, I'm sure. He always comes to help out sooner or later. I'm having a lot of trouble picturing Graves waiting tables. Maybe he wears that uniform Reese is so obsessed with. It's really sad that we didn't get to see the uniform bit because we followed Mason. It is... oh boy. It's so good. Okay, I don't have to sit here daydreaming about that. There are tables to wait. Boy, oh boy, are there a lot of orders for donuts and coffee today. I didn't even know that was on the menu. I guess it's pretty on point to offer donuts on a day where Jelly Donuts is in the cafe, but somehow I hadn't expected it. I don't see them in pastry case. Maybe they're still in the back. I better go check. Hey Mason, are there donuts back here? Oh yeah, there are. A whole stack of them, and they're still warm. Oh, those look cakey donuts. Far out. Oh, they're those cakey donuts that are so good too. I shouldn't be hungry after such a big breakfast, but they look amazing. I'm just gonna take a sip because I am really struggling to get words out now. Need to wet my whistle. Coast is clear. I don't see Mason, Hayes, and Reese aren't even in the room. I could just... Don't do it, Avery. Or should we? Let's sneak a donut. Let's just see what happens. Just one donut won't hurt, right? I reach out my hand and feel another hand on my shoulder. I freeze. I can feel her leaning real close. So close I feel her hair brush the side of my face. Gonna pay for that. Avery's face. Oh, we can see the height difference between Avery and Mason too. Oh, look at the donuts too. Oh my god, it's a little cat donut. That is so cute. Oh, sorry, I don't steal from my kitchen. You can just picture her with like the little red glares in her eyes. She says it in such a low, calm voice, but I will never, ever think about it again. I am hungry right now. Me too, Mags. Sorry, I won't do it again. You're right, you won't. Oh! She ruffles my hair and is gone as quickly as she appeared. I pity anyone that ends up on her bad side. Hopefully I'm not one of them. Now stop wasting time, it's busy out here. Right. Mason dumps the tray of plates in my hands, then shoos me out the kitchen. I bring the plates to their respective tables. I'm getting really good at this waitstaff stuff. Oh, thank goodness you're back, Avery. We're so swamped. Avery to the rescue. This is still a bit much. It's like we're under a waterfall of people who want to see Jelly Donut or something like that. I don't know. I'm too busy thinking of a good metaphor. Max is in love. Avery knows she done messed up. So true. Scared and horny, scared and horny, scared and horny, scared and horny. Finley's loving it. Look at her just mug for the camera. Look at her! Oh, so cute. Look, little calico cat. Little blushy eyes. I just love the way that like everything's shaded in this game. Like it's just so, oh, it's so nice. It's such a unique style. Ah, and there they go again. Someone else is trying to put their donut on her head. Excuse me, please read the rules. We can't let customers bring food to the cat play area. Fine, whatever. Jeez, you see something on the internet and you think it's okay to do in real life? Some people. Some better talk to that kid about these bad habits she's encouraging in people. The offending customer has already vanished back to his table, but now there are the 3 people who have taken his place. We need more babysitters. One at a time, please. No flash photography. Oh, thank goodness. Reese and Hayes are back out to help corral the crowds. Sorry. Ugh. Reese has taken a spot at the door as the world's tiniest bouncer, and Hayes is taking someone's order. Which reminds me, I better get back to work too. Your Lily is a calico? That's a fun story with my cat. Was I was actually supposed to get, so his mother and 3 of his sisters were all calico cats with the black, red, and the white like spots. They were all beautiful, and I really wanted one of the sister kittens because I really wanted a calico cat. But the woman who was selling the kittens she let me pick out one of the kittens because she was like one of our neighbors. And I had my kitten. She was beautiful. She was so cute. And what happened was her husband gave away all of the sister cats while she was at work. And so I got stuck with my boy, whose name is Captain Jack. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. He's the sweetest boy, but it's just a little bit funny so he's like a tabby, like he's kind of gray, but he's got orange and white as well, but just not in that calico pattern. Like he's just got the typical tabby stripes. But yeah, it's really funny to me that I technically got stuck with him, but he was well worth it. We're in the final stretch, but dang is this exhausting. My pockets are bursting with tips, but that's not much consolation if I feel like I'm never gonna leave this place. I could really use a break. Hey. Huh? What's she doing out here? Does she need a break too? I suppose I shouldn't be too selfish. I'm not the only one working my butt off in here. Get in here. Ooh, she's inviting us somewhere. Is that a request so much as a command? I better go see what's up. Did some kind of baking bomb go off in here? We're all taking turns bussing tables, but this crowd hasn't left much time to deal with the dishes and cooking utensils. I need your help. And here I thought you didn't trust me in the kitchen. I don't, smartass. I need coffee. Look at her face. She's so like, ugh. Yeah, me too. No, we're low on beans. Get them from the basement right around the corner. Yeah, I did know that about calico cats. Yeah, specifically because my boy, Jack, so he is tabby, but he does have orange, like, an orange undercoat in some spaces, which, you know, it's very interesting because you don't usually see that, but it's very cute. But no, he doesn't have the typical calico patterning, because he's a boy. We were talking about this on Crescent's stream one time, actually, I believe. Get them from the basement, right around the corner. I'm swamped. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course, just a sec, I'll get them. I've never been in the basement before. It's your second day, Avery. You haven't been in half the rooms in this building. It's probably not a great idea to get someone to help me out, but dark spaces kind of creep me out. This is a restaurant, not a haunted house, and I'm not some scaredy cat. It should be fine. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. Holy crap, Graves. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt and this happens? This isn't a restaurant storehouse, it's a Halloween surplus store. Kate's, my spelling is going out the window. I didn't even notice, to be honest. My time as a Warrior Cats fan made me insane about cat genetics. Oh god. Not that Warrior Cats is accurate at all. Sorry, I just... Ugh. Headphones are giving me an earache. Is that... It is! That's a curio full of model skeletons. What the hell? What's he got padlocked in that cabinet? Do I want to know? Yikes, I better get out of here and go back upstairs before I get attacked by giant toad. I find a giant bag of unground coffee beans that I'm sure I can just barely lift myself, but more interesting is the book that's resting on top of it. Is that Sans Undertale? Yeah, this is where Sans... It's the what?
The Homestuck books.
No, absolutely not. He just needs his hoodie. He's just missing it. Big ol' nope. I find a giant bag of unground coffee beans. Just gonna carry it up. With its one leather cover embossed with silver swirlies in the shape of a cat. Looks like a spell book or something. It's probably Graves' diary. I'm so curious. It wouldn't hurt to take a little peek, right? What the heck? I don't get this at all. It's all written in code or something? This is all nonsense. Wait a second. Why is my name in here? Ew, is Graves writing about me in his diary? Avery. Uh-oh, Mason's gonna be pissed. Oh, she sounds mad. Now's not a good time to start reading. This book is getting real tiny. Oh, sorry. This book is real tiny and fits just right in my hoodie. I'm gonna look through this when I get home. Avery, that's a terrible fucking thing to do. It's probably nothing, but after seeing my name in it, how could I resist taking it home for a better look? I'll bring it back before anyone even notices it's gone. Yeah, I'm sure if Graves has managed to write your name in a book within 2 days, he's gonna notice that said book is missing pretty fast. I should leave before a crow lands in my hair or something. I left the coffee bag in my arms and trundled up the stairs back to the kitchen. Ah, the light of day. It was way too quiet in that basement. I barely got the door open when I hear muffled noise from the dining room and the clang of pots and pans in the kitchen. Look, I'm gonna say it, guys. Graves is kind of sus. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Avery be like, steals private property. Avery be like, mine. Avery be like, loses job immediately. At least then she wouldn't be a cat. That's the other thing too, I wouldn't mess with someone who has potentially like cursed me. Like that just seems like a bad idea. Ah, the light of day. It was way too quiet in that basement. I barely get the door open when I hear muffled noise from the dining room and the clang of pots and pans in the kitchen. Get lost? Took you long enough. I'm sorry, Avery. Sorry, I don't know my way around down there yet. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you said it. It gave me the chills. I like it. She's a freak. She is! Somehow I'm not surprised. Thanks. I'll get back to work. Okay. Anytime? The whirring of the coffee grinder starts immediately after I start talking. This conversation is probably over. Better get out there and see what's going on. I'm just gonna start going ahead and saving every now and then because I'm not sure when the point where we can pick a route is, but I just want to make sure I don't accidentally go past it so that we can come back and try other routes. It looks like the crowd has dissipated. I also don't see Finley, Jelly, Donut anywhere. Look at all the cats! Look at them all! Oh my goodness. I really like this orange one who's got the book. A freak? Love that in a woman. Looks like the crowd has dissipated. Sorry. I guess our energy has its limits, huh? Hey cutie, how about some coffee? I had a real busy day at work. Oh, there she is. Oh, look at her. She looks like hammered. She's got like, there's sprinkles in her hair. Wow, she looks worn out. I bet that does take a lot out of you. Wait, cutie? Dang, is she just being friendly or is she making a move? Dude, Avery, she's been flirting with you this whole time, man. Come on. You got it, hot stuff. One coffee coming right up. You know where the coffee is. Let's say you got it, hot stuff. I know it. Why'd I say that? That's so lame. Well, I'm sorry. Wow, how would you like your coffee? Oh, you're so cute. Skim milk and as sweet as you. Sure. Oh my god, you blush so easily. Ha! My face feels like it's on fire. Gotta get out of here before all my grace streams out my ears. I fetch her a cup of coffee just the way she likes it. Once I make it back, I catch her looking at her phone. The cafe got some really good comments today. We should see a nice boost in traffic from this. So is this what you mean by social media expert or whatever? Yep. I run the company message board and all those other accounts. Jelly Donut was something I started going to get more cafe traffic. I didn't expect it to get so big. It's actually a lot of fun. You should join me when you start transforming too. I could use a sidekick. Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that until just now. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to help. Here, come sit with me a sec. It's quiet enough that Landry can take care of the remaining stragglers, so it should be fine if I sit for a minute or two. Really though, it's gonna be fine. I have 2 hands for petting 2 cursed cat girls. Yeah, well, like I said before, I think Finley and Mason have probably, like, they're a bit more than friends, like, for sure. So, you know, there's like you got more than a few options there. We all stick together here and you're part of the family now, got it? You have sprinkles in your hair. She reaches up and finds a treasure trove of sugar stuck in her bangs. Ha! So I do. I mean it though, got it? Not enough hands. I need a hand for every single character. I can fit the whole world in my hands, and then I gently caress every single character. Yeah, thanks. Got any room for another at this table? Piss off, Landry. The lesbians are talking. Huh, guess there weren't too many left after all. I glanced downstairs and it looks like he's already locked the door. Always. Landry scoots a chair next to Finley. I guess the cafe's closed now? I expect you all won't spend too much time lollygagging. We have cleanup to do. Jeez, Dad! Lollygagging? Really? I don't know, it was the first word that came to mind. Reese, why don't you sit with us too? We could all use a break. I suppose so. Where are Hayes and Mason? Oh, you know Mason. She's probably already gone. She doesn't stick around after ships to help with cleanup? She gets here earlier than any of us for prep, so it's only fair she also leaves early. Besides, I think she has something that she does after work. What, as a cat? Hey, don't judge. I wonder what kind of cat she is anyway. It feels kind of rude to think that, but you know what they say about curiosity in cats. I should see if she's here to thank her for her work. I'll be right back. Tell Hayes to come join us if you see him. You got it. Wow, the kitchen is pretty clean already. Was Mason that quick? Oh, there she is. I caught her before she could go. Mason! What? Oh, you really busted your butt today. Thank you. It's my job. She's already got one foot out the door. She seems irritated that I interrupted her. Let's offer to walk her home, even though I don't think she'll take it, honestly. Do you want me to walk you home? Mason gives a sharp snort of a laugh. You think I'm gonna get chased or something? Stray Dog's gonna come get me? No, I thought it'd be nice. Good talk and stuff. We're talking now. I guess so. Well, where are you going? Do you live near here? Don't we all? Yeah, hahaha. Is that all? Well, I guess so. Good night, Mason. Yeah. She disappears around the corner, but a second later I catch a glimpse of a lanky orange cat with a crooked tail. Maybe that's her. Looks like she's heading in the same direction as my apartment. I wonder if we're neighbors. Probably not. That's kind of silly to assume. When I get back to the kitchen, I hear the sink running. Looks like Hayes is doing the rest of the dishes. Why doesn't he come out with the others? Poor boy doesn't... Oh, my throat is starting to seize up. Just give me a moment. In my defense, I have technically been streaming since 1 p.m. That's a long time to be talking. Poor boy deserves a break as much as the rest of us. If everybody's a family like Finley said, he should be part of it too. Help Hayes with the dishes or invite him to go back to the others. Why don't we help him and then, I mean, potentially we can go back to the others together. I guess we could do this real quick though. Hey, let me help with that. You can't do all those yourself. You don't have to. Yeah, I do, or I'm gonna feel bad leaving you here by yourself. I like it that way. Too bad, because I'm here. It's about 8 now. It is too. Wow. Well, I'm gonna keep going. He turns the sink back on and looks away from me. I guess it was a little forceful. He's acting like I scolded him. We do the dishes together quietly. He washes, I dry. This is really awkward. So, Hayes looks startled, but like I just shouted at him. I was only trying to break the silence, but maybe I should have had a good follow-up. I think he would appreciate the help. Yeah, me too. You've been working here for long? Nailed it. I suppose so. How long is that? 2 months. I get more blood from a stone. Should I leave him alone after all? That's cool. Yeah. And that's it, huh? Awkward. Finish up the dishes without much else by way of talking. Great. Alright, I'm gonna go back out and sit with the others for a bit. You coming? Sure. Both head out quietly. That wasn't so bad, Avery. You're being dramatic. He's just an introvert. I grab a cup of coffee on my way back to the cafe. He slips upstairs, probably to get a cup of much better coffee. I head back upstairs, coffee in hand, and return to my seat. Hayes follows shortly after and sits at the table next to us. Look at him. They're all, like, so cute. Just, ugh. Hayes follows shortly after and sits at the table next to us. I reach out and drag his table a little closer to ours. We all sit and talk over coffee for a while. We divide the tips, careful to leave a separate stack for Mason when she gets in tomorrow. It's getting pretty dark. I should get going soon. I say goodbye to everybody and head out. They're all staying late again. I can understand that. Of course they'd want to be human for as long as possible. I'm gonna enjoy this while I can. The gravity of the situation weighs on me as soon as I'm out the door. What the hell am I gonna do once I start turning into a cat? How can I explain that? Nobody would believe me. Meow. And the thought flies out of my head. The black cat with the odd eyes is back. It sits in the middle of the road. Something dangles from its mouth, but I can't tell what. Quit it, Graves. I know that's you. The black cat stares back at me impassively. Playing dumb isn't gonna work. The black cat flops onto the pavement and splays out its legs. It's not even looking at me. Maybe I'm off on this hot tip after all. I guess sometimes a cat is just a cat. Everything's getting to me. All the more reason to go home and get some sleep. I'm almost home now. I should figure out what I'm gonna do for Ah! Sorry, that was really anticlimactic for me. Try not to strain my voice too much because my throat is actually starting to hurt, truthfully. Oh, hello. Something just hit my back. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. Wait, it's gone? I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves. I don't even care if this cat is Graves or not. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong. Meow. The black cat trouts off somewhere. Is it just me or did that sound like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, it sounded kind of smug. Graves! Maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell like cat and attract other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, it'd be turning that way. You're late. Eh? Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no. No, I'm not doing this. I dump some kibble in Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. It would be really interesting, actually, if, like, our pets just started randomly talking to us. Like, I wonder what they'd really be saying. I shamble into my pajamas, but when I bundle up my hoodie, I feel a firm, squarish bulge in the pocket. That's right, the book! Maybe something useful is in here. I start to flip through the book again. There's my name, and there's Hayes. Finley, Mason, Landry, and Reese. This must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they've been written by birds hopping around in ink. I toss my hoodie on the floor and get to work. Maybe I can decipher it. If I hold the book upside down... No. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it won't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. Ugh, I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book. It hits my hoodie ungratefully. It hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. I shuffled them away with my foot and something tumbles out. Lily, mother, why do you not cuddle me 24/7? I think my cat would just like scream at me for more food just constantly, even though he constantly has food in his bowl anyway. Looks like it fell out of the hood. A bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? I pick it up. Looks like it's got some weird holographic center. It's kind of pretty. I should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow with along with that stupid book. I go to tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but... Dutchy, my tuxedo, you have no idea what I put up with. Hold up. I could read it with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading this book. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery? What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This must be a good lead to whatever's going on. I settle within the book and start from the beginning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've been doing this for days now. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes up. Okay, so we've had a bit of a passage of time now. I'm gonna go ahead and overwrite this save file, as I think we're getting close. Lava, rinse, repeat. Listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. I can't stop reading this dang book or mumbling to myself, I guess. But seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read. Powerful, I guess. Like if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place and I'll learn something unknowable. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard, and my coworkers have pointed out that I'm getting some wicked bags under my eyes. I haven't told them about the book. I bet they think I've been up playing video games or something. Mrr. What's with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say that some witches get familiars. No, that's ridiculous. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm not becoming a witch. I have to... Oh, I'm just going to shift my mic. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. There we go. I've been trying some of the stuff in the book out, though. Just a bit. You can't blame me for that. Hear me out, but I think I managed to move a Coca-Cola can with magic. Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something and fell on its own, but it felt like it worked. I've definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. I should stretch my legs out or something, right, Moochie? Ma! See, even Moochie agrees, and he hates exercise. Alright. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night actually reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. I'm gonna celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, and a nice walk. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now. Almost. My palate is refining every day. I just kind of want a big old cheese Danish or something too. There's that corner store down the road. I've been in there for lots of stuff, and the breakfast pastries look really good. I could also just stop by the cafe. It's closed to customers today, but I bet someone's hanging around who could make me a nice fancy coffee or something. I love mochi. Me too. Let's... I don't know. I'll wait till someone else pick for me. Should we go to the corner store for coffee or just get some from work? I'll take a bit of a sip while I wait to see if the chat catches up quick enough. If I didn't have such a bit of a lag on a latency for chat, I would love to do polls and such, but that would also actually require a little bit of pre-planning on my part too, so we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Get some from work. Alright, that's what we'll do. Everyone says work. Okay, that's good. You know what? Why waste money when I can just get some coffee for free at the cafe? I'm still not real great on that water-coffee grounds ratio, but better I learn with myself than with customers, right? Last time I tried to make coffee was a disaster. It came out as this gross brown water. I really have to learn to do this right. Doesn't look like anybody's here yet. I'm glad everyone agreed on work. It would have been a little awkward. There are some lights on in the cafe on the floor above, but I don't see anyone moving around inside. Maybe I was wrong about people coming here on their days off. Is it really just gonna be me hanging out at work like I have nothing better to do? Alright, I'll just go make some coffee and then figure out what else to do for the day. Luckily I just got my key. I can unlock the door and let myself in. Even though there are no people here, the cafe still feels busy with all these cats milling around. Here goes Hash Browns, bossing around some other cat like usual. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the door. Kotick's in a cute little bowl by the window. Okay, so wait. Hash Brown's bossing around other cats. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the door. Okay, so this must be Kotick. I'm trying to work it out. I'm gonna guess this one must be Hash Browns because they said it was an orange cat. And this must be Now and some other cats. Oh, Jinta has his paw around one of the other cats like they're spooning. Who is it? I peek in closer and get a look and maybe a photo, but when I see that little seal point nose sticking out, I pause. Is that Haze? Oh my god! He's a furry! Oh my god, that's so cute though. Oh my gosh. Oh, Haze, that's a bit weird, champ, though. His ear flicks and one eye shoots open. It looks like he takes a moment to register what's happening, but once he does, his eyes dilate to the size of saucers. Avery? His tail puffs up and he backs away from Junta at a surprising speed. He bumps into the wall and then hops a solid 6 inches into the air in shock. Hayes, calm down, it's just me. Junta was crying a lot and then I just sort of, oh, please don't make fun of me. Junta is one of our newest cats. He's a sweetheart stray we found wandering the streets, but he scares easily, so he gets clingy sometimes. Why would I do that? That was really sweet of you. Slowly, I reach down and scratch Junta behind the ears. He's confused by all the commotion, but doesn't seem too stressed about it. But you're so thoughtful about the cats, that's great. Oh, I guess so, thanks. Hayes is such a sweetheart, oh my god. Like, a little bit weird, but like mostly just a cutie.
That's you.
Hey! Oh, I guess so, thanks. I'm jealous, actually. I wish I could sleep in a pile of cats. It's pretty nice. He seems to have calmed down a bit, thankfully. How about some coffee? I could go for a cup, and I bet you could too. Okay, yeah. Look at his little face. He's like, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go change back. Don't look, okay? You got it. Despite being around all these cursed cat people, I've never seen a transformation in progress. Maybe it's not something I'm supposed to see. Anyways, it's probably as rude and as creepy watching someone get changed, so I'm not about to peek. Okay. Would you like a cappuccino? I'll go make us some coffee. That sounds great, thank you. Score! I don't have to mess with the coffee machine after all. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big ol' sip of my coffee. I couldn't sit here all day. Maybe I will. Landry! Oh, Avery, you're here early. Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everyone's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long. It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough. That's the door again. Hello, hello. So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? Avery is, submissive and breedable. Avery's looking particularly submissive and breedable today. I can't talk. I'm losing it.
Stop talking.
Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No, nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. I figured it'd take more time. That's strange. That's strange. I turned in about a week. Yeah, me too. Hayes nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake. Ah! Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that? Of course not. He totally was. They're right though. Playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Well, I'm gonna go do some... I thought it said, I'm gonna go do some laundry. I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know wherever you're at. I want his hoodie. Do you mean... Oh my god, I just had a total brain thing. Do you mean Reese's hoodie? Don't say that. Reese's hoodie is... It's just weird because it... Like, I know it's supposed to be like grey plaid, but it looks kind of metallic. It kind of looks like he has metal sleeves on, but I mean, it's kind of cool. I guess it would look cooler in person. I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. Reese rolls her eyes and flops down on the long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles towards the stairs. Cat Cafe Polycule. Exactly! Is there a laundry machine up there? Where's the ending where we just date everyone? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. Oh, Hayes hoodie. I see. He has a... Yeah, his hoodie's really cool. It's like black and it has little crosses on it. Yeah, duh. The third floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him like all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out until real late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. Me. I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin. I mean, he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe at all. After all, wow. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't gonna build itself after all. Landry gives me a little wave, then disappears into the back. He's back a few moments later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement. Sorry, it might get a bit noisy in here. That's no problem with me. I suppose, if you must. Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. And the hood is pink. Yeah, it is too. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them. But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... Okay, so since Mason's not here, I'm gonna go check in with Reese, because I can't help it. He's just my favorite. That looks like a sketchbook. I've never seen Reese draw before. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him do anything for entertainment before. I wonder if he's good. Only one way to find out. What you got there? Her face! She's like, What you got there? Yo, don't startle me like that. Sorry, but what are you working on? Well, since you asked nicely, I suppose I can show you. Prepare yourself for greatness. He holds up the sketchbook as if he's presenting the new king. Cool book. Look at the sketches, idiot. He's so mean. I love him. Oh, look. Oh my god. He's so cute. I don't know what it is. I just love him. His sketches look really good too. Whoa, are these fashion sketches? Are you a designer? Not with that hoodie, he's not. Not yet, but someday I'll have a label bigger than my dad's. If you play your cards right, I might give you early access to my first collection. So you want to follow in Dad's footsteps, huh? If you want to be so simple about it, sure. Before all that, I'd like to design a new uniform for this cat cafe before Graves gets it in his head to try again. So that's what you meant by early access to your first collection, huh? You'll thank me for it once they're done. So do you have any sketches of what you had in mind? Actually, I do. Here. These are really cool. I had no idea. I wish it would zoom in a little bit to show us. Okay, I agree. He's pretty cute. Yeah, he is. He's like surprisingly really charming. Like for the kind of cocky, like mean type, like he's actually just really like, yeah, charming is the word I would use. There's a lot you don't know about me. Oh, you're so full of mysterious mysteries. Will you share your dark and tortured past with me someday too? Oh, quit it. Seriously, I wouldn't mind wearing this at all. Hey, can you design something for me? What, right now? Yeah, I want to see the artist in action. It's not that quick of a process. How about you draw something for me instead? Show me what you've got. Ah, you better grid your loins then, because this is going to be something else. Consider them girded. He hands me the sketchbook, flipped to a fresh, clean page that has no idea what I'm about to do with it. Alright, let's show this bratty kid what's up. Alright, there. I hand the sketchbook back to him, drawing face down. You may uncover my masterpiece whenever you're ready. He flips the sketchbook over. I can tell he's impressed by how speechless he is. Oh, Avery. Somehow I actually expected you to draw a fashion sketch. Silly me. What? It's a cat. I'm really good at drawing cats. I thought it was a pig. Well, I'm sorry you aren't sophisticated enough to get it. There's nothing to get about a cat drawing. If you like, I can give you some lessons. Nope. I don't want you touching my sketchbook again. He's similar to Bakugo, actually. I suppose in a way, he's kind of a mix of like Bakugo and like Kirishima, I guess. But he's much more like confident, I think. Bakugo's like cocky. So I wouldn't call him confident because I think he's kind of insecure. Nope, I don't want you touching my sketchbook again. You're lost, nerd. What? Look at his little blushy face. Oh my god. I just want to kiss him. Just give him a little kiss on the cheek. Wow, he really is pretty easy to mess with, isn't he? I guess this is why Finley does it all the time. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the big boss himself. My wonderful cat herders. I see you've been... I really like the soundtrack that plays whenever Graves is on screen. I'll just give you a moment to listen to it. Sorry. Really aggressive sipping sounds. It's just a really nice track. My wonderful cat herders. I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone. He looks us over, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. Ew. I'm onto you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. Kind of just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it must be something fishy. Landry. Excellent. Surely not. Oh dear. Attempting to reconnect. Yeah, okay, so it says that the stream disconnected for a moment. I'm not sure why that happened. Should be back now, hopefully. Damn, that was going well too. Did I just kill the stream? No, that was definitely something on my end by the looks of it. Yes, I'm back. Okay, that's good. Sorry about that. I have no clue what caused that to happen. It is potentially just internet troubles, as I do run into those here quite frequently. Alright. I don't think we missed much. It's just Graves complimenting everyone, really. I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style. And Avery, he's real close now. Ugh. Timing was uncanny. Yeah, that was a little bit. So, wait, did the stream die after the twink joke? Because of Aussie internet. Yeah, you bet. I'm not sure what caused that, but basically all that happened was Hayes is going around and sort of complimenting all of his employees. He's real close now. I don't think I like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. The blue eye is so chilling. It really is a telltale heart situation. Immediately after, wow, because I was like laughing really hard at that, so potentially it just killed the stream. Good job. You're welcome. Congratulations. But yeah, so yeah, he's essentially just gone around and complimented everyone who's here, and now he's moving on to Avery, and she's creeped out. I'm onto you, Avery. What? You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new. I feel like he's not just talking about the cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying. So you have. So you have. He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. Disaster by -1. Stream 0. God damn it. Graves, you're sus. You're sus, Graves. Graves is imposter among us. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, and maybe it's not a good idea in front of everyone else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information. Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today too. She hasn't been showing up as much on days off lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig at an old cat lady's or something. Haven't been to your place in ages though. Ah! When did you get here? You startled me. Ah, Mason, I'm so glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite. Sus but sexy. Orochimaru looking head ass. He just screams edgy. Maybe he's a Shadow the Hedgehog variant. I think I'm gonna cook on my day off. Ha! Of course not. That's why I take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement. He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. I'm sorry, I know Moobot's being very annoying. I didn't expect to have... So, Moobot is, basically coded to say that after, like, however many, messages in chat, and then however many, like, minutes. I think I have it set to, like, every 15 minutes. But I guess I just didn't expect there to be this many people in chat as we got today, so it's just spamming it. I'm gonna go back and edit that right after stream, which I will be wrapping up shortly because I do want to be in bed by 10. It's really a shame. I really did think that I'd be able to get through a route tonight, which was really foolish. I forgot just how much, like, lead up there is to these things, but, we'll see if we can get to a nice ending point, and then I'll have to depart. No, you haven't even let me make the announcement. I know what this is. Absolutely not. Huh, for my more cooperative employees, then. With a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no, 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 no. Is that somehow both plaid and checked flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight up leaves. Reese looks so mad. He is mad. He's a little fashion boy. Although, still, I don't really like that hoodie, Reese. So sorry. No appreciation for your new uniforms. And to think I had it made in your size, Avery. Grr. He looks like a Pokemon trainer right now. Like, you can picture, like, Pokeball in his hands and he's gonna throw it. Try it on, Avery. She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack. And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. Ty, 'tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they always say. See, you knew he wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return you'll be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell. You'll picture him like doing a big like flourish as he leaves. With that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm going to follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. I'm sure I'm going to see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Sorry, I know this is probably getting very annoying. Oh shit, whoops. I just overwrote the one. I didn't mean to. Not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off the cafe grounds. I guess the others already assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got everyone else? Although to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. This seems like a good time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. I peek back into the main cafe. It looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason is... Oh my goodness. There are people outside going crazy. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and seems to already be dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment after all. I could go look and see what he's got hiding up there. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. But again, if he's hiding somewhere there, wouldn't somebody have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. Alright, should we go back to the basement or go up to Graves' apartment? I would say go to the basement because, let's face it, let's not break and enter to our boss's, like, home of living. But, I mean, we've already been to the basement, so... once again, I will allow you guys to choose. Apartment breaking into is kind of creepy. Yeah. It's like there's like searching around your place of employment and then there's like breaking and entering into into someone's home. Let's go to the basement. It worked the first time, right? I bet there's all I bet that's where all the nefarious stuff is kept anyway. Maybe Grace is a halfless idiot caught up in someone else's plan. Maybe I'm supposed to think he's a witch, but he's actually someone else using him as a cover. Wouldn't that be messed up if it's one of the other workers at the cafe? I can't see any of them as the mastermind type, but what do I know? Fine, let's not do crime. We could do crime in another playthrough. Well, I suppose I should prepare myself for some snooping. Ugh, creepy. Creepy sands from Undertale. Boy, this place gives me the chills. I mean it, it's like 10 degrees cooler down here than it is upstairs. Now, if I were a witch, where would I hide my witchery and witching accessories? I take a brief walk to the immediate left of the stairs, but there's nothing here but cafe and cat supplies. Maybe the bulk coffee is also ground up and used to make arcane sigils. Or maybe I'm reaching. The right of the stairs has the more interesting stuff anyway. I kneel down to get a closer look at the curio filled with crystals when I hear something creaking above me. Crap. What's the point of being gay if we don't also do crime? That's true. But, I mean, I have no response. We should have done it. You're right. You're totally right. Crap. Is Graves gonna catch me? Ah, oh, he left. I'm hearing things. I resume my hunt. Maybe these are magic crystals after all. Creak. Hello? Oh! It's just you, Avery. My imagination was going crazy when I saw that open door. What, you think something would be down here? I played too many horror games to not consider the possibilities. That's who she reminds me of Marzia, PewDiePie's, like, wife. It's the hair, I think. I think that's what's making me think of it. Yeah, I've watched these games. Like, you think everything's fine and then boom! You know, like you go down the stairs and then you're stuck in the hell dimension. A hell dimension filled with party supplies and bags of flour. Ah, don't say that like you're unscathed out to be down here. Of course I am. There's a scene like this in this one game, West Falls. You ever heard of it? Ah, we gotta work on your repertoire, you know. Anyway, so there's the scene where the main guy, Sage, is in a creepy basement like this, and then... BAM! I feel hands on my shoulders, and even though I know it's Finley, I can't help but jump. Ah! She pushes me against the wall. Oh! Or at least tries to, but we don't get that far. I'm just sort of leaning back. A shadow is all up in his face, and you gotta shake it off. Ah, I get it. Ah, sorry. It was this big surprise. You'd have to play it, I guess. There's another game I should lend you sometime. Boy, she's close right now. I'm sorry. Like, really close. Not that I mind. Gay. 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 So what are you looking for down here anyway? She doesn't bother to let go. Instead, she puts her arm around my shoulder like we're going on a walk together. Nothing particularly, I just wanted to explore a bit. Interesting. You know, last time I was down here, I think I saw a ghost. It was just lying on the floor behind the cat food. There it is, right there! I feel like a hard poke to my side. Sorry. You're so cute when you're surprised. Just you wait. I'm gonna get you back when you weren't expecting it. I bet you try, but I doubt you succeed. Wanna go back upstairs? Yeah, sure. I don't think we can go up the stairs arm in arm, though. You just don't have a brave enough heart. I mean, we're gonna fall if we try that. Okay. She lets go of my shoulders, but puts her hand on my back and gently pushes me forward. Now shoot! Okay. Oh, Finley, you have my heart. Well, that was a bust, mostly. It was kind of nice to talk to Finley, I guess. It feels good to be getting closer to everybody here. It's sort of like I finally have a social life. Well, sort of. I guess I'm still hanging out with a bunch of cats one way or another. Back to the drawing table and this curse business, huh? I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I'm just gonna save it again, I'm sorry. I drift for... I just want to play with cats. Shinsuke gets all excited when I bust out the bell toy. Guess I'd be excited too. Al gets messed up on the catnip toy. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. It seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases the feather on a string all the way up to the platform. I wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps, and that seems... Uh-oh. Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner? Uh-oh. Ah! I jump up with a start. When did I fall asleep? Good morning, sleepyhead. Why is there garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck? Well, we tried to wake you up. With catnip? What is all this? Finley. What? I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up. And then he didn't, so I put another. And another. Oh, and another. I got some really cute pictures out of it. Oh my god, don't put those on the blog. Why would I ever do that? I feel like a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. Ricochets off her head. Ow! Hey! Okay. That won't go on the blog. Good. Today. No. Finley, be nice. All of you stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived. Thought you were actually gonna make dinner, not just order takeout. What are unusual order takeout on an off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some other restaurants around here. And there are fewer dishes to wash. The cuisine du jour is brought to us by the Thai restaurant downtown. You'll all enjoy. Everywhere, I'm starting to get tongue-tied. Avery, I believe you'll be experiencing their splendor for the first time tonight. What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted for the menu. I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys. Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... I look over at the tables, and it looks like they've pulled them all together into one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up in the center table, and all the places have already been set. Bon appetit, my dear employees. And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we're all settled with our respective food, and we sit down for dinner. Graves takes the seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not fitting between us and offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling a story in as grand as Graves' gesture as you'd imagine. When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me. What, did you take a break from your goth phase? You go grunge for a while? I would never break style. No, in fact. If anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair and I wore such elaborate makeup. If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop? You can imagine how much time that took from my day. I have business to run now, after all. Dad showed me a photo once. The one of you with your bandmate. Who? The guy with the mohawk. I didn't know how he got such a huge hawk. Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair. He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes. Wait. You were in a band? Are you really surprised by that, Laundry? Come on. Everybody was in a band in the 90s. I don't recall that stereotype, but yes, I was in fact in a band. I bet it was called, like, Masters of the Night or something like that. No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that. Nah, more like Nightly Nightshade. Or Dark Carousel. No. Or Sorrows of Blood. It's too, Haze? You are also cruel. You have to tell us the real name or they'll keep going. Oh my god, he's an old goth rocker. Nah, he was totally in like a ska band or something. I don't actually remember what it is, but I guarantee it was a ska band. I refuse to further enable this slander. It was Spider Coven with an X. Reese, what? How do you spell spider with an X? Goth Willpower. Okay, so it was a goth band. Oh, you're kidding me. They had a song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but no. It went something like, no, this is traitorous. My own pupil betrays me. Trapped within my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves to blood. The soul's red rind. Life is but a march towards death. Right, Graves? Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around and mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese? Graves and my dad went to college together. We went to their shows. He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have me to thank for your very existence, my boy. Ugh, don't put it like that. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. Goth willpower, yeah, baby. How do you get by in life, Lemon? Pure twink willpower. Pure gay willpower. Oh, he was channeling that poetry. He sure was. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is in a good spot. This is nice. I wonder how they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd at least. I'm starting to get it. I guess this is why nobody's all that mad at Graves. Even though they're going through this weird nonsense, he's kind of like everybody's weird but benevolent uncle. Oh, why do they have to make that comparison when he's like a dateable character? It's so weird. Also, look at this cat just brooding on the, like, staircase. Like, what the hell, dude? We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun is totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better get home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late. It is quite late. I'll take care of all the dishes and sundries, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow. Yeah, I guess we better all get going, huh? Later. Mason's already headed out back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. Alright, everybody, see you tomorrow. And off we go. Let's give it another save. This might be a good place to soon end it. Oh, Moobot, shut up. Good news, everybody. Lily is here and is blocking half the screen. Lily says you're not allowed to simp for Mason. Lily's like, you must pay attention to me now. Boy, it got late. The streetlights are on, but I still sort of hate walking the back roads at night because they're kind of sparsely lit. I don't know why, but I feel a little like that's a bad idea tonight. I decide to take the other way. Oh, I know what's coming. Okay. Won't end it just yet. I decide to take the other way home. It's a bit longer, but the store lights are brighter once I get through this alley. Besides, it's pretty nice out. There's a lot of rusty junk on this street. Did somebody just dump their crappy old bike here? Rude. How long has that been there? It looks like it's been found around for years, but I don't remember seeing a messed up bike like that yesterday. I should be more observant. Graves should complain about it to someone. It doesn't make the walk to the cafe look that good to customers. I can't shake this creeping feeling clawing up my spine. This is a quiet neighborhood. I've never felt this something. Something feels different. Off. Eerie. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. I could be imagining it. I don't know. All I know is I want to be home. There's one other person on the street. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. What is he doing? This is a weird place to loiter. Is he lost? I should offer him directions, but as I get closer... Ugh. Ugh. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. He whips his head up and stares me down with an intense gravity, threatening to root me in place and allow the chill in my spine to sink into its claws. I sever eye contact and hurry on my way. Never mind, I shouldn't talk to him at all. Maybe I should have crossed the street to avoid this, because I seem to have his attention now. Out of the corner of my eyes when I pass, I see his head move to follow me. I walk faster. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, making things up, but I'm not about to stay and find out what his deal is. Yikes. I feel like he's watching me, but I'm not going to look back to find out. I walk even faster. Yikes. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, but that was creepy. I'm gonna stick to the back streets after all. I better go take care of Mochi before he jumps through the windows and attacks me for food. I head upstairs, and the rest of the night is pretty quiet. No more weirdos on the street, just a four-legged weirdo that lives in my apartment. But it turns out, if I'd stuck around, I would have seen the man continue on his way. I would have seen him take the back alley, all the way to the cafe. I would have seen him stare in the window of the cafe for a long time, then up to the third floor. I would have seen him leave a rusty handprint on the shutters of the building across the street. Alright, I think that is a phenomenal place to end this stream. What a great cliffhanger, honestly. I'm gonna switch over to just chatting temporarily. Well, this was lots of fun. This was a great way to spend my night, even after streaming with Crescent for so long. I really enjoyed that. It's a shame, for some reason I forgot how long the intro to this game can actually be before you sort of get to the quote-unquote romance routes. But I guess that just leaves all the more reason to come back for the next stream. I don't know when I'll stream this next, but if you stick around and look at my streaming schedule, once I figure out some time where I can do it, I'll pop it up there. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm just gonna pretty much end here pretty soon. Sleepy kitty. I had lots of fun. I'm so glad. Thank you everyone for joining so much. It was really nice having an actually active chat for this stream. Thank you so much for coming over from Crescent stream too, because I know that's a long time to be watching streams, so I really do appreciate it. And I really do appreciate everyone joining in, and it was just really nice. This has left me in a really good mood, and I'm going to eat some food and very promptly just pass out because, oh boy, I don't even know how many hours it's been now since I actually slept, but it's been more than 24, so thank you so much everyone for watching, and yeah, hopefully I can continue it soon. And it looks like we'll be going down Mason's route because we love a big broody woman, and she has a really interesting little backstory too. So yeah, it's definitely time to end. My whole throat is just getting all sore and probably won't be able to talk much tomorrow. Thank you for all the gay little hearts. Love to see it. And yeah, I'm going to go get some nums and some food. Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to go to the bathroom too because I'm busty. Wow. Yeah, this is awesome. I hope you all really enjoyed. Like I said, Hustle Cat is just, it's one of my favorite games of all time, and especially my favorite of dating sim type game, because it's really interesting. It's got a really good plot, it's got cats, it's got really like likable characters, and it's also somehow still a really good feel-good game. Like you can just, I play it when I'm down all the time, and it's phenomenal. Duke in the corner down here is gonna be me in about maybe an hour. I'm just gonna crash, I can already tell. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Thank you for coming. Hope everyone has a good rest tonight. And yeah, bye.